Hey everyone, so today's eye makeup look is going to be this warm smoky eye. I wore this in my Q&A video and a lot of you wanted to see a video on this, so I decided to film it. This was originally going to be a talk through tutorial, but some things went wrong, so I had to do voiceovers. So first off, I'm going to take my Nivea post shave balm as my primer today and apply this all over my face before foundation. So for foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick in Y405. This is a medium to full coverage foundation in my opinion. So if you want a more full coverage, just make sure you swipe a lot. And then if you want a medium coverage, don't apply it as many swipes, I guess. I like it best applied with a damp beauty blender, but you could use a brush if you would like. So I've already primed my lids and I'm going in with Anastasia's Burnt Orange with a Sigma E35 brush and putting that into the crease. All the products that I use will be listed down below in the description box as always. Also, I have a coupon code for the month of February for Sigma Beauty. So if you guys want some makeup brushes, I have a code for 20% off and I'll also leave the coupon code down in the description box. Now I'm going in with Anastasia Sienna and I'm going to be putting that a little bit below the burnt orange with the same E35 brush. You want the burnt orange to be peeking out from the sienna a little bit. Since this is a warm smoky eye, I'm going to be focusing the shades more on the warm tones and more kind of red brown tones. So if you find that your edges are a little bit too harsh, I like to take a little bit more of the burnt orange and only apply that on the edges with a Sigma E40 brush or any big fluffy crease brush will do. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Bitten and placing that in the outer V with a MAC 217 brush. I do use a lot of shades, but when I was doing this look originally, I had no idea what kind of shades I wanted to do, so that's kind of why I did so many different colors, just to adjust it to my liking. So I'm just going to be placing this in the outer V and then going to be bringing that in the crease just a little bit. So now I'm taking my Tartelette in Bloom palette and I'm taking the shade called Firecracker. I'm using this wet, so I just sprayed a little bit Fix Plus and this will be our lid color, and I'm using a Firma beauty brush. Now I'm going in with Rebel from the Tartelette 2 palette and I'm taking an E25 brush and placing this color in the outer V right on top of Bitten. This will start kind of darkening the outer V a little bit. And now I'm going in with Leader and also placing that in the outer V as well. So I actually wanted it to be a little bit darker, so I'm taking the shade called Activist and also placing this in an outer V to really darken it up. This is going to be kind of where the smokiness will be coming in, and I'm taking that with a Firma brush. And now I'm taking the previous Sigma E25 brush and I'm just going to be blending everything so that there are no harsh lines. So for our inner corner highlight, I'm taking Funny Girl and I'm using a Firma Beauty brush. I like to brush upwards towards the lid area. So to start off smoking the lower lash line, I'm taking the two first colors that we used in our outer V, Activist and Leader, and just smoking that out with the Firma Beauty brush. And then I'm going to be taking a black liner. This is NYX Jolie gel liner pencil in pitch black, and I'm going to be taking that in the waterline and bringing it down on the lash line a little bit so that I could smoke it out with the Activist shade. So after I applied my falsies, I am going to go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealers in R40 and Y31. So the first shade I'm using is R40, and this is going to correct any of the dark circles that I have, and then I'm blending that out with the MAC 130 brush. So from here on out, the face routine is pretty standard for me. I don't really change it that much. So these are the two concealers I've been using recently, and so far they have been working great. And then I'm going in with the shade Y31 to conceal and highlight the under eyes as well. And I'm also blending that out with the same MAC 130 brush. Now I'm just going to bake my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder using a Wander Beauty Wander Cushion sponge. And as always, I'm using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit to contour my face with a Luxie small contour brush. Then I'm just going to be baking underneath the contour shade that I use. I like doing this because I like a more cut contour look, but this is totally optional. Then I'm just going to use a Sigma F35 tapered highlight brush to brush off any excess powder underneath the eyes. And for highlight, I'm using the shade Sunburst from the Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow, and I'm using a Real Techniques setting powder brush to apply that on the high points of my cheekbones. Then I'm also going to be taking the same F35 brush to sweep off any excess powder underneath the contour shade. For blush, I'm using the Sigma Beauty Nymphaea Aura powder and a Firma Beauty powder brush. And then I'm going to take Anastasia So Hollywood and apply that as my brow bone highlight. And for my lips, I'm using Colourpop's liquid lipstick in Beeper, and then on top of that, I'm going to be using Anastasia's lip gloss in Sunset Strip. And that completes the look. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and if you have any other requests, also leave that down below as well. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thanks for watching.